Hello, everyone, and welcome. We have made it. Star Ladder Season 12 America. This is the grand final of the America qualifier. Winner moves on to the Star Ladder Land Final at DreamHack Bucharest. The loser goes home. It's going to be Wheel taking on Team Tinker. I'm real excited about this one, but I don't have to do it alone. I got my good buddy Maut back with my side. And man, Maut, according to the Dota 2 Lounge odds, it's an 82% favorite for Tinker. Do you feel like it's an 82% favorite, or do you think people are underestimating Wheel a little bit coming into this?
I think it's maybe closer to 70-30, but I mean, that's pretty close to what Dota 2 Launch has it at. I think we'll have a lot of work to do in this series. Team Tinker these are world-renowned players for a reason. Multiple TI players on multiple different teams. Of course, they're all experienced with winning, playing with multiple high-caliber squads. But Team Tinker now coming together, a European and North American squad with one focus, with one idea to win, of course, TI. But first, they have to get through Wheel. They have to make it to the Star Ladder 12 Land Finals. We'll see if they could do that here up against a team that just decimated Complexity. I mean, it was not very close. Maybe the second game a bit closer. The first game actually was close at the end, but I think for Wheel, they really showed the doubters that, you know, they're up there with some of the top tier teams in North America. But Team Tinker, if they could secure a victory here, if they could move on to the Land Finals, they might be in a good position. They might be considered one of the next Tier 1 teams here in the American region. We'll have to wait and see as they take on Wheel. They'll grab Shadowfeed in line. Shadowfeed more than likely for KotLGuy line. We'll see who plays that up. We will get IX Mike, their Bat Rider again, and then another troll coming out more than likely for Sleazel. Pretty common start to the draft.
Yeah, nothing too far-fetched from this. Actually, first thing I want to do is remove this draft overlay. Tinker's roster is empty on the overlay, so I want people to actually see who is playing. And it is indeed Pylai, KotLGuy, Pink Panda, who's way too, Bulba, and of course Black, their most recent acquired carry. And yeah, what a roster it is going against Wheel, who look pretty sharp. They're certainly warmed up and ready to play. Team Tinker, who have been kind of waiting and watching on the sidelines, and now they see the challenge before them. And they do allow that Bat Rider to go on forward, and Wheel can't help themselves. If they have the opportunity to get Mike that Bat, they'll go for it before they have to kind of go with the next best option, similar to how Team Fire did at the last Star Ladder. Sleazel, it looks like he's going to be able to get his Troll Warlord, which he certainly can farm with. If he's more of those troll jug kind of a players where if he can find a way to build up some farm and go in your face, he certainly will. Tinker, so it's looking like we're going to have KotLGuy Shadowfeed in the mid lane. And they already have a solid support in the line, but this is where things start to get a bit interesting. So the draft starts pretty standard. Tinker ban out the Omni Knight, which has been a go-to for Wheel for quite a while. And in response, they're going to eliminate the PL and also the Slark here. So an interesting respect ban for that PL. We haven't seen it yet today. It has been something that Black has gone for previously. But I'm trying to think as far as maybe there's something that PL is very good against. Maybe they were just anticipating maybe they can get the Omni Knight, so they banned out the PL ahead of time, and then it was banned. I'm not too sure. But now Team Tinker, with their last ban, we'll have to see where they go.
PL's very good against Troll Warlord, honestly. It just sap all of his mana, and it's very difficult for... Troll is a man-up hero. He loves to man-up on singular heroes. It's very hard to do that against illusion-based heroes, so... That's the biggest problem for a Troll Warlord in this situation. So they get rid of the illusion-based PL. They get rid of the Slark as well, who's also very difficult for Troll to ban up against because of Shadow Dance, and also a hero that Black plays a lot. And Black has a very, very wide hero pool. And I'm curious, they've done this like Storm safe lane, which is not available. They could do Quap safe lane for Black. They could do Axe safe lane for Black if they really trust KotLGuy for later on as the Shadow Fiend player. Maybe they go for something some harder carry for Black. That's always an option as well. I'm curious as to see what they're going to go for Bulba. Clockwork is available. No Bat Rider, obviously, as that's been taken out. They've given him Nyx Assassin in the past, which I wouldn't be surprised to see, especially against Bat Rider. That's always a solid choice. So there's Nyx, there's Clockwork, there's a number of other heroes that I'm clearly forgetting, but you know what? It'll come to me eventually.
Yeah, we've seen him play that Nyx, which was so peculiar to me, and it's good against Batrider, so I wouldn't put it past Team Tinker to get that Nyx for Bulba in the offlane. But Nyx is a hard hero to kind of hold down the fort in that offlane nowadays, with people being so good with their zoning play and really denying the offlaner from being able to get a lot out of that early laning phase. Also, Team Tinker have gone down the road of making sure they could secure a strong mid lane for KotLGuy, as they've eliminated Sniper and now also the Lina. So it's going to be a tough test for Wheel here to see what they want to do to match it up. For other lineups, I'd be like, oh, maybe you could sneak in a quick Wisp Tiny here and really surprise him, which I guess technically is an option, but I think they don't have a big Wisp player. Sleesel's actually the Wisp player normally. But obviously he's going to be playing the troll and playing the core, so I doubt they want to, with such an important match, change it around. But yeah, you're right. Then I forget that this is one of those teams that, Relic, he showed it in the last series. He can put in the work, and if they want, they can get something like the Wind Ranger here if they don't want to risk it getting banned out in the final phase. But before that, Clockwork has been picked up. The old Bulba Classic from TI3. Going to be repped here.
This is not a big surprise. And against Batrider, it's pretty okay. Against Troll Warlord, it's very good, although you have to get a Force Staff, because if you man up on him, he's going to kill you regardless of having a Blade Mail or not, so just keeping him in the cogs is very important. It's mostly important against the sports as well, but a lot of vision is going to be coming from these flares, which is also important on the Radiant side. Rubik is very good against the Clockwork. No surprise they pick him up. Telekinesis, lift him out of the cogs. Get him away from you. Don't let him, solo kill you with Battery Assault. So now they're trying to counter Bulba here. They're trying to also maybe get Lion's abilities, which are very, very good for the Rubik to steal. Assault support this game. What are they going to pair up with it? Ancient Apparitions, something that used to be paired all the time. Well, Team Tinker, what are they going to do? They have another pick. They need another support. They need that's the Skywrath Mage coming out. KotLGuy, I think, plays that, and I think that's a solid choice.
Yeah, it's a great choice. Clockwork looks to set things up, makes it easy for your quick Mystic Flare follow-up. Definitely has a lot of strong bursting potential, and of course, they're not going to risk taking it to the final phase. We'll respond. They get hold of the Relic Wind Ranger, which seems to be the usual third up. If Relic can't get that Sniper, Lina's been banned out, it's Wind Ranger all the way. And Team Tinker have to know that he can play a pretty good Wind Ranger, as demonstrated in that previous series. So I'm curious what their answer could be for it. But Skywrath Mage now is their secondary support. They're looking for Black's hero here at the end. And Black has a pretty deep hero pool. So pretty much anything is up for grabs.
Yeah, it really is.
Whether it's ESL1 New York is where he had a big showing on Invoker. I remember back at TI4 Quals here at the house, it was all about him and his Morphling. We see him do work on a Core Centaur. He's played PL, Slark. I mean, the guy's a freak. He does such good work with his, PvE game and can really bring it in the late, Anti-Mage. I'm really curious to see what they find, because they're going to be first to pick. It leaves Wheel with the advantage of kind of holding it on out here, but it's just holding out for a support hero. So you're kind of hoping Black gets something that you can counter back easily, and they fear the Earthshaker here, so they banned it out last on the side of Tinker.
That's fair. That's a hero that in anybody's hands really can. I mean, Rubik and Earthshaker is a pretty frightening combo. So, Wind Ranger is good for Relic, but he has not played a player of the caliber of KotLGuy. It's very difficult, man. I really don't. I don't know. It's not going to be easy. This is going to be his toughest test by far in this game as the Wind Ranger, and there is a good chance that he could just get trashed in this landing phase. I mean, it's. I don't expect it to happen, but who knows? KotLGuy could go on a roll again. We'll see. Does
Black play Void at all? So for some reason, their draft is like possibly Void. I see where the ban of Drow comes into play. Black has definitely played a lot of Drow. They have a great, set of range. Lion could be very punishing with that extra boost, but Void, Skywrath Mage, good lockdown.
Oh my God, you're the best.
There it is,
Dakota.
Yeah, I mean, it just screamed Void to me. I mean, it seemed like they just really wanted to be able to get right into Wheel's business, and they have plenty of opportunity to set it up with a Clockwork, good range from the outside, of course, your classic Skywrath combo, and Shadow Fiend as well. Look how handsome he is, too. Good work, Valve.
those tattoos, man.
But what do you do to counter it now? You need some sort of good defense, like Shadow Demon. Vengeful Spirit's already been taken out. So who do you get to save someone who's been entrapped by this pesky Chronosphere?
Shadow Demon seems pretty good,
but no one plays Shadow Demon anymore.
It's picked occasionally. I think Jakiro might be okay.
Witch Doctor been banned?
I think Bane might be okay.
Witch Doctor could be good.
Witch Doctor's fine. Any one of those heroes probably. Anybody you like anybody with a disable, like whether defensive or offensive, I think is fine. There's a couple of options, but it's up to them, man. What do they want to go for? They have a minute left of reserve time.
It depends if they want to go defensive or not.
I have this mouse pad which shows all the heroes, although they're like plushy heroes. It's like all the heroes, and I'm just trying to look at them. And
whoa,
that was not the hero I was expecting. But
did the clock ran out? I mean, this is a hero that really. I mean, we talk about like, I don't know. I mean, Death Prophet. I was like, oh, okay, but Alchemist. That's a support Alchemist too. Okay. We don't see these very often.
Unstable Concoction is long range, can stop Black in the Faceless Void and the Chronosphere, but there's got to be another reason why they're picking this. I really think it's just the armor reduction, the ability to farm quickly with 1 point in Grievel's Greed.
I mean, the thing that's nice is that Tinker, they look to set the stage for a big fight. A jump in from Clockwork drops the cogs, the Chrono to follow up. They're going to be fighting in that area for quite a while. It's going to be very congested, but that's where your acid spray does a lot of work. So you get the benefit of that. Plus, I wager that Wheel are probably going to look to be pretty aggressive early on. I mean, a quick smoke gank coming out from Alchemist, and you're going to be landing a pretty big stun, and there's not going to be an easy way to get away from it here from the side of Tinker.
I think it really all depends on Alchemist getting a very early. Yeah, this server's awful. It's bad.
Let me see.
It all depends on him getting a very early medallion, by the way.
I'm seeing like 133, but that's me, so that's not too bad. Derp.
I've been lagging.
Quakefuzz at 221, but they're also coming from a little ways away. But yeah.
I was DCing as well. Not that it matters.
It does
really matter that much.
Yeah, we could see ourselves go into a remake here if it seems to be an issue amongst everyone. But okay, Maut. Oh man, sorry, dude.
I mean,
but yeah, you're letting him know that's not just the players. We're all feeling a bit of it, or at least you are. So everyone was kind of chill and positive.
I don't know. I thought he asked if anyone else was DCing, and I wanted to let him know. And I probably whatever. I deserve that.
No, it's okay, man. You put it out there. They don't have to be. Maybe he was like, "Hey, thanks, Maut. Much appreciated."
No, he definitely wasn't saying that.
It's quite funny. He doesn't say much as it is. I don't know. He could say hi, and I could think he's insulting me for all I know.
Well, whatever. We'll see how it goes.
We'll see how this ping updates here. I'm going to check it one more time. Yeah, about the same. Were you getting packet loss as well? Let me see.
I haven't actually checked yet.
89. I think we're Gucci.
I'm good now.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll wait it out a bit. It's just game number 1 here. Obviously, people want to make sure they have the fairest possible scenario here. It's only a best of 3. No winner's advantage. I guess the advantage the winner has is we will go into a remake it here. I'll quickly cut the screen back on over here. And I get back into the new lobby. It's a best of 3. I don't think the winners are going to be getting any sort of advantage, except the advantage that they had to play one less series. And they got to rest, unlike Wheel. I think that's fair enough for now. Here we go. New lobby up. Let's hop into this bad boy. And away we go. All right. Well.
I'm tilting, man.
Why?
I'm tilting.
What's wrong,
after
man?
that?
Don't be tilting.
I'm tilting.
It's been a long day. I mean, I'm surprised that we're not more tilted than that as it is with all the frustrating stuff that's been going on. But I'm excited, man. I'm excited to see Alchemist played again. I wonder if he's just going to be able to contribute a whole lot. The nice thing, and I don't mean to go right back into the Dota talk here, but you know, Medallion Alchemist is a thing, and they are on Dire's side. Potential quick Roche. Just him and Troll could get the job done pretty damn fast. And I don't know if Tinker will be ready for it.
It's something that I think they should expect. These are players that have played when Support Alchemist was the thing. They know how to deal with him. It's not really any surprising pocket strategy. It's literally just the same thing that happened a couple months ago. It really comes down to, again, getting a medallion early on the Alchemist and Acid Spray and going from there. So, will they get that fast start for Wheel? Who knows? Or will it be Tinker who come out on top because maybe that Support Alchemist doesn't do as much work as they were anticipating? I think it's also good because Goody likes to have a lot of farm on his hero, which we saw coming through when he picked up the Zeus and he then went for the Midas. So, is this CM? Did we not change to CM?
I don't know. The admin was like CM, and I'm like, well,
fine, CM, okay.
We can do AP. You know, they did fix
it's same picks though, right? I mean, it's same.
Well, they're
picks.
probably just doing it's same picks, of course. It's just they're just gonna throw out casual bans or anything. It's not like there's some sort of crazy Pudge meta that's happening right now that the ban out for. They're just gonna hopefully quickly fly through these picks here. Quickly. There you go. Let's see if we can try to recall. Lion. What'd they get here? Troll. Clockwork next for Team Tinker.
It was support, I think, for Wheel. I don't remember, dude.
It was, let me think. They got, oh god, now I can't think of it. It's Clockwork here. I don't know. We'll even pick it in the same order. They don't have to.
Oh god.
Oh god. Oh, Rubik, that's what it was. Okay. And then for here, they got Skywrath Mage, Wind Ranger, Faceless Void, and Alchemist. All right.
Radiant team.
All right, draft's done. Right. Well, let's get in there. Team Taker. Yeah, there we go.
I'm ready. I want Dota. Let's go. I'm getting hyped up. I'm trying to just stay in the mind game that this is a grand final. America grand final. Winner to the land. Loser, you done. We got to find out. Team Tinker, who, well, I was going to say majority NA, but could be in question.
No, they're majority EU. They are the majority of them in NA.
I heard rumors that Black is currently not living in EU. I'm not going to investigate
citizenship.
this.
That's what that.
I'm not looking into it too much.
It's just, no, there's 3 people in NA currently for Team Tinker.
Okay.
Black is in NA.
Uh-huh.
Bulba's in NA, and Waytu's in NA.
Well,
the rest of them, Quakeva's juggling school, according to their manager. And I don't know what Pilot is up to. I guess he's up to his own thing. So that is what Team Tinker are up to in terms of their location, in terms of everything else. For Wheel, I barely know anything about them. Goody's in Venezuela, and the rest of them are located somewhere in North America. That's all I know.
And I'm lagging.
Again.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Valve servers.
Valve, no. This is a big match. Everyone is freaking out right now as the server goes to poop. I can't even ping. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Well, unleash the crabs. Yay. I'm reaching here, Maut. I am reaching here. I am at my pinnacle point.
30
and lag. There's the pause as it finally comes through. This is wonderful.
US West. Let's go, Lux. Oh, man. I actually think Lux is bad because, of course, Waytu. I'm pretty sure he's located in Western Canada.
It is America.
This is Starlighter America, by the way. There should not be a game ever played on Lux, but
yeah, why can't I just cast Dota? I just want to cast Dota.
I blame you for this.
It's just the curse, man. I'm
truly
trying to pass off most of the curse onto a certain OD Pixel, but apparently hasn't taken it all yet. Just gonna make sure he gets it. I want to have I've done my dues of pause, laggy, DC Dota. I'm sick of it.
You have to do the Indiana Jones, the Temple of Doom, Kali Ma kind of thing. You have to have like one of those rituals going on to actually pass it off.
Koifa is just like, postpone this. This shit won't work. He is ripe right now, Maut.
Yeah, I mean...
Dare I say...
I'm not going to say anything because he'll flame me later, but...
well, it's at the start of the match. This is clearly not something on the players, unlike all the situations before. Whereas this is something where If it keeps up, we could go into a postponement. I feel bad for a certain Lex admin here. He's got to make a big decision, or at least we're gonna have to probably look to go to the big admin.
It's like 3 or 4 a.m. by the way over in European land.
Well,
so there's that.
That's what the
dream.
That's what they get themselves into when you get on an American team and go to an American tournament.
Yeah, it's on them.
I mean, that's just, they have to expect that the scheduled times, I'm sure, for these American games are going to be on America time.
Earlier.
Hey, here we go. It could have been earlier. It could have been, but this is the time. Well, earlier is Europe, so can't have everything on top of each other. Well, it looks like they're going to make it work for now. Hopefully we have no more hiccups along the way. As both teams look to
the Valve gods, pray to the servers, do a rain dance. Do whatever you need to do.
Sacrifice a virgin, I guess yourself. I don't know. Whatever you got to do.
My lord, dude.
Here we go. Moving on in, up and above. Able to secure 1 rune each, or actually was both of those? No, 1 rune each. Quake was able to grab the one on the bottom. He heads back to the mid lane. Pilot is going to block the camp, and it feels like Maut, we're going to have a game. So, as things do settle, I'm watching Derp here.
Yeah, me too.
He did this before, remember? And they caught onto it and moved the courier down. Will they know this time?
Goodies charging up his unstable. Is Pilot dead? Goodies. Oh,
surprise!
Wraps around to get the kill. What a ninja.
It's calculated the whole time. They knew exactly that the Skywrath Mage was going to end up there, and Derp was going to get the first blood. Yep, wonderful.
What a mathematician.
And he walks out and away. And actually, if he had stuck around, they didn't actually even change the path of the courier. He would have gotten it. He may have been able to get a courier as well. That would have been heartbreaking.
Yeah, but they rotate around and they're like, there's the Rubik here, but...
Oh, all right. Well, let's go. Let's get this party started formally, and we'll lead out introductions here. Now that we got Team Tinker into the limelight, ready to play, Bulba. He's going to be representing your off-lane Clockwork, the signature Clockwork Bulba. KotLGuy. Well, he does his signature first blood, unfortunately, on his Skywrath Mage, but he's looking to support and carry his team the way on through. Quakefa is going to be playing your mid lane Shadow Fiend. We got Bottom Pig Panda, also known as Way Too Sexy. He's playing your Lion, and that leaves none other than Black playing your Faceless Void.
And on the side of Wheel, just taking out complexity in a long-winded best-of-3 series, albeit doing it in 2 games. IX Mike 88 on the Bat Rider heading to the jungle. That'll be Relic mid. Actually not doing as well as expected against Quakefa early on. I mean, this is a matchup that really favors Wind Ranger early in the game, but Quakefa's having a great time. Rotation, Goody, Phantom Soil on the Alchemist. Throws up the unstable concoction. Pilot getting caught out. Telekinesis, Relic. Power shot's going to go. Another kill going onto that Skywrath Mage's Derp. Gets the telekinesis. He'll be on your Rook, and that'll leave up Sleazel in the top lane on your safe lane Troll Warlord. Throws up the Whirling Axes. Bulba's like that. Please do not hit me in the back of the head. That does not feel great. And Wheel off to a pretty fast start when it comes to these kills. Look at Derp going in deep. Oh, my.
Ooh.
They know? Do they know?
Hi, everyone.
Hi. Oh, hey.
I'm not on the team. And they see him. They hex him. There's going to be the raise. The right click. He telekinesis. Going to get the stun. Oh, he does, but the right click is there. Derp. We'll have to see if they detect the ward, maybe anticipating that he might have blocked the camp, but he didn't. He's just getting that vision, anticipating that Shadow Fiend will eventually go to those camps to farm him. They just want that intel to know that they can either jump him at the chance or take those camps for themselves. So we'll have to see if that expedition coming out from your Derp Rubik is going to be worth it or not. And I do like the way Wheel were punishing KotLGuy there. You could tell that they just wanted KotLGuy to hang around that mid lane, secure a promising start for Quakefa, which he did. I mean, he may have gone down twice, but he was there to harass Relic and help Quakefa get ahead as far as the early level gain and CS. But now going down that second time, it certainly does help out because Relic was able to get that kill. So now Relic at level 5 and Quakefa at about level 4.5. We'll see if they can make the better of it. KotLGuy now kind of scouting things out. Just still hanging around this mid lane area. Along the bottom, Black has pretty much had free farm. He's already at 21 and 16 denies. A lot of denies there taken away.
Well, I mean, there's nobody. It's really just for creep-equilibrium, however you say, creep equilibrium, and honestly, because there's nobody else in this lane. If you look at it, Goody's stacking up H's, and the jungle is Mike, and he's stacking up creep camps. Black. Now, the interesting question is he going to go for the Midas? Will he go straight up for the early Mask of Madness, get treads early? There's a lot of ways you can build this Faceless Void. Some people they really, really like fighting early with the Mask of Madness, but I think Black, given the farm that he's got in this lane, I'd actually be pretty surprised for him not to go Midas in this situation, because he is 100% free farm. Like, he's gotten almost every creep at this point. So
he might go for it. I'm curious to see if he does similar like what we've seen from, I know when TC played a farming safe lane Void, he goes like right for a Battle Fury even, just to accelerate the farm like that. But we'll see what Black wants to do with it. KotLGuy, man, props to him. He gets sentries and he gets rid of that ward. So now they won't have it. At first he does think it's going to be closer to the camp, but he still gets it right there. And he had 2 sentries. I don't know where he put the other one. Oh, he put it way just above the hill, thinking that maybe he would have blocked the camp, but that's not the case, and now he's going to stack it. So props to him on getting the intel and the own D ward himself. KotLGuy was going to work with the other camp for now. And as Black continues that bit of free farm, he's got way too nearby to kind of be there as a babysitter. And Goody, who's just trying to soak in any sort of XP, but he is pretty low, only level 2. Can't afford to be too far out there, otherwise he could get caught and, well, taken advantage of pretty fast.
Black is really hanging on to this gold. He might just save for the full... No, he buys the Midas recipe and he'll go to the side shop here. So yeah, 5-minute Midas coming out for Black. Not the most surprising thing in the world. What sometimes some people will do is go for Midas and Battle Fury, but that's, well, hold that thought, as Goody's in trouble. Hexed up, the Earth Spike about to fly as well. He's going to stun himself, it looks like. Yes, Black gets stunned by proxy, but Goody is going to fall. It'll be to Waitsu's right click, it looks like. Sick charge, not there, so yeah, that's just an easy kill. And that is a full Midas done, and yeah, Black is going to get rich pretty quickly.
Yeah, well, as predicted, just Goody can't get caught out like that. Probably didn't know that Lion was still in the area, and the second they scout him out, they make their move, and they're successful. Now Tinker even things up 2-2 as your 6-minute rune pops up. It's going to be an invis grabbed up from KotLGuy. No vision on the bottom of the river right now from Wheel, so they do not know he has this unless he shows himself in the lane. Relic makes his return back. He's 31-2, but KotLGuy 41-6. No surprise there, as he does have the levels now at level 7. Steps back, pops the invis, and he goes on an adventure for Mike in the jungle. Bulba sets up the preemptive scouting, but the creeps have already been taken away. Mike's at 18 near 1900 farms, so he actually has a nice bit of wealth for himself to go towards that blink dagger. KotLGuy's just trying to scout anyone out, but he's not going to find anything.
I think Mike knows. They might have seen. They had an observer ward right here. I think he stepped here and then popped the bottle invis rune. So I'm pretty sure they know he's invis. And with that, KotLGuy will back up to the lane. Mike will sit underneath his tower until he sees KotLGuy pop up his invis rune. KotLGuy's doing a pretty good job just making sure that, you know, Mike's not able to farm the jungle. But Mike is, again, very, very farmed. And he refuses to go bottle. He refuses to go tranquil boots. He's just straight boots, blink dagger.
Yeah.
And I imagine that his first gank will... there's no Slark to deal with. I'd be very surprised if that first Smoke of Deceit lasso gank doesn't work out in their favor. And I will have to wait and see. He's not there yet. He's a couple of gold off, but he'll get there soon.
He needs to make sure that when he does go for that lasso, he has the follow-up damage there behind him. And it could also work out if maybe they time it appropriately with the Alchemist stun. That would be a serious amount of lockdown. Otherwise, if you're trying to go for maybe your prized Black Faceless Void, and if you can't finish him off, he'll just drop down a Chronosphere and say, see you later. So you got to make sure that you can get the job done once you put it out there. And we'll see now. Way2 rotates back towards this bottom lane. Stacks being kind of built up, meanwhile, on the side that KotLGuy will be able to work with. Let's touch base with Bulba here. Bulba now level 6. Hookshot will be online and ready. And it looked like he might build into Tranquils or something, holding the Ring of Protection for now. And there is a lot of purchases here. Your Blink Dagger and a couple of smokes now coming out from Wheel. Both Rubik and Alchemist purchasing.
They're getting ready to go. This is the time. Mike's gonna regen up, get a smoke, and yeah, he's gonna look for a kill. Meanwhile, KotLGuy dies dead.
Oof, good catch right there. Sniped at the end. Relic trying to get away with it, but Black shows up, drops the chrono down, and starts bashing him on in. Only takes 3 quick swats there from Black to finish him off, but there's Mike with the blink. Bulba shows up as well. Hook shot in onto Goody, and we got lag. We have lag, and it's at one of the worst times ever. Okay. I don't know what the hell's gonna happen. I see
I think this
being...
game is about to auto disconnect. Like I'm pretty sure it's gonna lag all the way through.
And we're gonna have to remake. We're gonna have to load in before this because no one is gonna want to have to do with this. And if it's at the 5-minute mark or whatever, or minute mark, I'm not too sure if we're gonna have to go in before the engagement from Wind Ranger.
I'm pretty sure Wind Ranger will be alive and Pilot will be dead. I don't know. It's close to that timing. Let's reconnect. Let's see if we can get back in.
Yeah, I am. I mean, maybe it's just us. Maybe we're fortunate the players didn't get...
I doubt that.
I'm just wishful thinking, well, hey, okay, everyone's back, and yeah, people are dead. Yeah, Black's like, yeah, we will not count that because he's dead, Lion's dead, everyone on Wheels alive. Mike's like, I'll take that.
What happened to... Did KotLGuy die too? I think he did. I'm pretty sure he died.
He's back in base, and he does have 1 death. Yeah, that's...
I would imagine that's his death.
That's probably just because the tower was bopping him on the head, and they weren't doing anything about it.
Lion died to creeps, so...
He's bottom lane.
He died bottom.
So, pretty awkward.
Load in. Yeah,
Black's like, we're loading, and he's already out. He's like, there's no way we're accepting that, and no surprise, people are about to follow suit here. So everyone's gonna jump on out from this game. I'll jump over to a logo screen here. There we go. Bump it a bump, and we will leave the game. Fun stuff. Hurrah!
How's your night going, Dakota?
I'm taking the counting to 10 method quietly to myself. More than I care. Here we go. Back in the game we go, but yeah.
Nice, you got that first slot. You made it.
Oh, whoops. Yeah, I don't want to be... That's for Star Ladder. Got to give them the top slot. There we go. All right, well, we're getting back into our new lobby, folks. I'll apologize on behalf of everything for the delays and hiccups. Obviously, this is not what we want. Apparently, this time, though, it's more on the Valve server end. And, well, we're just going to have to make the best of it. Starladder TV, get in here. There you go. Pop in your spot. And we'll get back in it away. But all right. Did they get the load? I don't know. Hopefully this admin knows how to do the whole loading thing.
There's like a load button, and then you hit it. And it says 8:30. There's no 9-minute. Wow, really? Are you serious? There's no 9-minute load slot.
8:30 was probably right as what Black was about to TP to mid lane. I mean, when we stopped there, it was like 9.
I'm pretty sure Pilot Eye was alive. Pilot Eye was alive at that point.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's the thing, though, is like, do you recommit to that? Because they committed for that kill on the Pilot Eye is what opened up the opportunity for the Black rotation to mid to catch out Relic. So if you go before that, do Team Wheel second guess that commitment to kill Pilot Eye? Do they do it again just to, for continuity?
No, I don't think so. I think you just play on. This game has turned into a miserable display.
I know, it sucks. I just wanna have a hype America Grand Final, man. That's all I ask for. Is any of my games just kind of continue to go smooth, and we can have a jolly old time with some good old classic Dota. And I'm sure the 20,000 or so people out there that are currently watching want the same thing. And well,
so it's not only it's not only attackers that we have to deal with. It's also Valve servers.
Yeah. If it's not one thing, it's another. Ugh.
I can't. I don't know, man.
What about...
I just don't know.
Well, I know you know about maybe... I don't know.
What do I know about?
I was gonna give you the floor if you wanted to talk about anything else that's been going on. I believe, Dota Pit's on hiatus a little bit.
We're back tomorrow. We got Cloud9 versus Power Rangers. Rangers.
Sweet.
12 noon Eastern for those of you that care.
All right.
And Pam Muckle told me and this is very important, that not only does he do production, but he wants everyone to know he also does camera. So everyone needs to know that. So
does that mean that so they don't blame you?
No, so that's Pip thinks he does damn good camera.
Oh,
which
yeah.
I'm pretty sure he does do damn good camera.
I'm stuck. My smoke is not in stock. This is the thing. When you load into a game, it's just...
We have lost.
This is just...
Starladder
Look at
viewers,
Way 2 is in the middle of the woods here.
How does this happen? Can somebody
Look
tell
at him. He's stuck. He's in a tree.
He's actually, yeah, he's sitting on the bench.
This is a joke. Unbelievable. Look at Black has to come set him free. He's still stuck. Now he's free. And this was originally the engagement on the mid lane to kill KotLGuy with the return from Black to get a good kill. And now that just doesn't happen anymore. Ugh.
So that, yeah.
Bulba rotated mid. Now he's still thinking about it, but...
Good stuff.
It looks like we get to do a bit of a run back. And both sides won't benefit from anything there. But here's our new smoke. And we go. So hopefully we can just shake that off and keep moving forward. In Game 1 of, believe it or not, the grand finals here for Starladder Season 12 America. Maut, I am trying to get back to... I already missed a kill. I hate everything right now.
No, don't tell, bro.
I'm doing it. I got it. Boom.
You got a hook shot kill. Smoke of deceit, wraparound gank. Let's keep it up here. Mike, who's he gonna find?
I don't know. He's gonna get someone. Oh, he got Bulba. Pull him back. Rotations to come. This time it's KotLGuy looking to move in, but it's a long TP. Shackle does connect on to Way 2 as he will walk out. Both teams say we don't want any part of this and leave. Both teams commit a lot, except for Black. Black gets to continue to farm out here in the bottom lane. Good for him.
I think that's what they were expecting was a Black TP, which is why they all backed up. They're like, I'm not a big fan of Chronosphere. Let's not let that happen. So Black actually continues to farm on his own, and he's a buff dude. And they gave him that 6-pack, and he's going to try to carry as best as possible. His mom's going to be coming next.
His mom's coming?
His Mask of Madness is coming. I'm sorry. Dakota.
I'm trying to make light of a bad situation. I'm just trying to make subtle pleasantries.
That's fine. I feel you.
All right, so 3-2. Graph is useless, but it's a slight advantage for Team Tinker. Black, I mean, he is going to get grossly farmed. Midas, 1k gold. KotLGuy looking to try to get his level 6 here with some solo XP in the mid lane. Also a very underleveled Goody on his Alchemist. We don't get to see the support Alchemist very much. And he's doing some work, though, stacking, even with the Acid Spray. That's the nice thing we don't get to see much anymore is the easy stacking capability, but he needs levels. That's what's important. So he'll kind of hang here on the mid. And you got to remember, Alchemist was nerfed quite a bit. Most people feel like he's just not the hero he used to be, whether support or carry. His ultimate no longer gives him that big HP boost. It just does the regen and mana regen. But here we go. Nice catch on the KotLGuy. Pulls him back. Gets out the silence. And okay, he will go down. So it's not going to be taken from anyone. Just a mutual kill. Gold will be spread across the team. 3-3 now. Things will even up for Wheel. Oh my god, the overlay is still... Oh my god. This is a nightmare. I left the overlay up. Now we can see it in game. Everyone's raging. I'm probably going to get 30 tweets, 20 Steam PMs.
I feel for you, man.
This is just a nightmare. That's why I don't like changing the screen during pauses. That stuff happens. Oh my god.
I'm so sorry, Dakota. I'm so sorry, dude. What a rough night it's been. This is just game 1 of this best of 3 series. Bobo actually going out of Sleeve Soul. Way 2 follows up. Tier 1 tower bottom taken down for Relic actually denying it, making sure that the extra gold does not go the way of Black and his squad. So, what a game. What a night of Dota we've had. It started out well, and it's been downhill since then.
So as it's been downhill. We're trying to find the way to climb back on up. Hopefully, we'll continue on that path, but big stack here. How the hell are Wheel going to do it? I don't know if Rel can do it on his own. They would have to invest a lot of time to kind of break through it here. And even a Troll, who's slowly farming it up. FaZe, Helm of the Dominator, Aquila. He's still going to need more than that. At least that Sage and Yasha complete before maybe he can muscle his way through. Unless it's going to be a full team effort here. Or maybe just Goody's doing it. Maybe this is an ancient farming alchemist. I think it is.
Spray.
Yeah.
Acid spray with Grievel's Greed.
1
Watch
point
him just
into
get like level 8 from this or some ridiculous thing. He doesn't have the most mana regeneration until he gets Chemical Rage. But he does have a Sage's Mask, so there's that. Smoke is up, and they might help take it, but I think that's just for later. Goody, man. That he got up to 1200. Uh-oh. Black's in trouble. Lasso cannot time walk away. Fade Bolt. Shackle Shot will connect. Goodbye. That is a huge kill. That's
Nicely
a very
done.
big kill for Wheel.
He was like mid ice skating stance to get away, but they caught him. Speaking of getting caught, though, yeah, Sleesel mid lane gets caught from the Bulba hook shot, and now he goes down. A 1-for-1 trade from both sides as they take down each of their cores. Ooh, a nice attempt right there from Relic to try to get the shackle from that creep, but a little too far was KotLGuy. So they step away, go back to their even trade 4-4.
Please stop tweeting at us.
Yes, people are still freaking out. I probably got lots to look at, lots of hate. I love it, everyone. Don't worry. The message will get here.
Yule Scepter is up. Mike in trouble. The Hex is going to go Requiem. And the Finger secures the kill. KotLGuy. The first Yule's Requiem combo coming out successful at that. Well played.
Very well played. A lot of hate right there, but they get that Bat Rider down. Now they can feel a little bit more comfortable in the laning phase. Ooh, nice shackle. Does connect on the Black. Do they have enough follow-up? Telekinesis could be there. Oh, he doesn't get it off. He doesn't have the mana. So Black jumps in, puts out his own chrono, but does not have the firepower to finish off Relic, and the TP can't really get there. Pilot Eye there now. Oh, he tries to get the concussive shot, but not going to be in view. So he steps away. And even if he did show up, he was not going to have the mana to get a Mystic Flare ultimate. So bad timing, unfortunately. They'll step back and we'll just kind of make the best of it.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
All right, KotLGuy now going into the tier 1 tower, so he's farming pretty well. He's gonna have Blink Yule's Treads at 15. Not bad. The Dyer's team are gonna go for Roshan. Did they end up taking down the stack? No, they haven't. Where's Phantom Soyan sitting? Oh, he has a Midas.
Yeah. He's got a really good farm, and it's an Alchemist after all. There's a pretty high ceiling. He can become a core himself if given the opportunity, so you can't forget that. And we'll have to see if he just kind of goes for the medallion build hereafter. But he's going to help out Sleesel for now, dropping down the acid spray. They'll begin to farm up that ancient stack. That's looking pretty good for him. Tinker, not really aware. Don't put up a solid defense. And with that, they'll be able to kind of pull back and hold on out. Now, how do you feel about the late game factor that Team Tinker could bring going against Wheel? Wheel do have a Troll and potentially an Alchemist who's kind of building up some farm for himself. Is it enough, though?
Can you imagine Alchemist with Chemical Rage and Battle Trance? Just think about that for a second. He already attacks pretty fast with that Chemical Rage at level 3 and like a Maelstrom. Oh, wait, hold on. Lasso's gonna go. They find Black Hookshot counter initiation. Spell was stolen. It's Time Walk. Mystic Flare. They will connect to the kill with IX Mike. Now the Hex of Derp. He'll fall as well. What a turnaround. Black somehow survives. TP top lane. The Requiem Mules coming out. They lose 3 across the map. Sleesel trying to find KotLGuy, but he probably will. KotLGuy does have 13 stick charges. Blinks up into the range axes. He's pretty fast. Power shot. Not there to get the kill. Blink
Leads
up
a
for one.
second, gets it. Oh my god. Barely able to scathe on Outerwear. Oh my goodness. 8-4 now for Team Tinker. Still kind of thinking about pursuing. Nope, he'll eventually step off for the ancient camp here, but all right. So Wheel not getting the better end of that one. Tinker showing that they still have plenty of spunk. Black now, Mask of Madness, 1k gold on top of that, and the Midas. And now Way 2 trying to save up for a Blink Dagger on his Lion. Got about 1,700 to 1,800 gold towards it.
Look at this. KotLGuy's BKB's coming out. He is so farmed. Oh my, this is ridiculous. This is turning up the clutch game for him.
Why is Goody's Midas now back in his stash?
I could not tell you.
Is he trying to not show the other team that he has a Midas and he just kind of leaves it there on cooldown? I've never seen that before.
I think that might be it. I really don't know any of the reason why you would keep your and it's about to be off cooldown too, and he's not figuring it out. This is very strange.
Quarter's on the way. If he does get it here, then I can't help but question.
I don't know what's happening.
And this is Dota, I think.
5 heroes on both sides.
They battle it out for the throne to take it down. Winner goes to Romania. No big deal.
I mean, you have to make these crazy types of plays. Unfortunately, he's gonna walk past an observer ward, which is gonna scout out the fact that he has. Well, he probably will walk past.
I guess he's just.
Observer ward.
Yeah, maybe he was just hiding the Midas. That seems like an unusual tactic for a support to do.
But
But
if they look at him now, they know that he has a Midas. So, well, I don't know. This is really weird. He's also like going, I think, Vlad's. He has Basilius and a Ring of Regen, so Vlad seems like a good idea. Aura, Alk. So it's not like he's going to be going like super late game. I think he's just going utility. He just wanted to farm faster.
Which is
maybe I'm wrong.
Which is a good thing on your support. And if he ends up going super utility, he can get an AC later. Could
Yeah,
be
but why not get
scary.
an early medallion? I guess he has enough to buy it soon, if not already. Let's see here.
He's got
Medallion
a Vlad's, it looks like.
costs. Where's medallion? Why can't I find it? There it is. 1,200. All right. You know, he's going Vlad's. That's it, man.
Yeah.
He's picking up Vlad's. Okay.
Okay, Mike moving in. They have an idea. Tinker farming up their woods. But they're not looking to go. This is feeling like pretty similar to Tinker's usual playstyle as of recent. They know when they have the advantage to take fights. They know when they don't. And when they don't, they move around and just take control as much as possible to find their own farm until they are at that comfortable point. And Wheel, there's more pressure on them to get the most out of this mid-game period where you got your Bat Rider, Blink Dagger, and your Wind Ranger to look to set things up. But it's not so easy now. But look at this, Bulba. Hook shot ready to go. Maybe eyeballing an opportunity to make a jump on the mid lane, but it's not there. Instead, just rockets down the camp, or at least the creep wave, and we'll look to push it back. Black now, he's going for Agnum Scepter, a point booster.
Bottom quick is killing. Ooh, goodbye, goodie. See you later, buddy.
Nice Midas.
Nice Midas. That's the flame right there, man. That's it.
It's on cooldown, though. That's not good.
Yeah, that's my OCD now kicking in.
Sorry.
It's a bit frustrating.
I do that all the time. I'm sure everyone who watches me play when I have a Midas, they are cringing really hard at how many times I don't take advantage of it, but
Efficiency, dude.
I know.
That's how you farm. That's your livelihood. That's what you're clinging to.
It's an efficient pickoff, I guess you could say there, as they grab Goody on the bottom. They'll pull back and away. Koifa looking to get the most out of that Yules early on. And he still has a full 10 seconds on his BKB to work with here. And well,
Blink now picked up for Relic. The Blink shackle shots. Dangerous game. A dangerous game to be sure. Vlad's now done for Goody, so at least when he dies, he gets to go back home and pick up his big item there with Vlad's. And now that he has that, his team can fight a bit more effectively. He can farm a bit more effectively. And Sleusel going for Helm of the Dom, which will be transitioning to a Satanic later down the road. SNY now done. Maybe Scotty's next. Maybe BKB seems more than likely. Just so that you have it for if you get chronoed or against Waitsu's Lion, who does have his Blink now. I think that right now, Team Tinker are in a very good spot. They don't need to fight. Maybe wait for Ags, which is 500 away from Faceless Void to pick that up. And then maybe they go for an engagement because they still have this 10-second BKB for Koifa, which you discussed. So there's a lot that still can take place here in this first game. And
they're putting a lot behind this Chronosphere for Black if they need to get a quick Agnum Scepter on them. Which I guess that makes sense. I mean, they got Skywrath Mage, they got Shadow Fiend who could definitely do a lot. It's just feeling like once they get it together, then they can kind of go and take a fight a minute, really, if they wanted to.
Yeah, I mean, and it's the longer duration's huge as well. It's just, and you really need, actually, I think, because of the way they changed Chronosphere, I think you need the Agnum Scepter, like, even on a one-position Void. This is something I discussed with Charlie a lot, and he discussed, and he said that in almost every situation, you need to get an Agnum Scepter on this hero, I think, now. I think Trough says the same thing as well, which is fine.
Yeah, they definitely gave him a few tweaks in the recent patch. The mana cost, having all that extra mana certainly helps, and there it is, the Agnum Scepter now in hand. Koifa pushing out this top lane, has Bulba nearby just in case they make a committed jump, but it's just more for now, a bit of side farm. As Tinker continue to play their game at their own comfortable level. So the nice thing we can take away is it seems that these server issues have let up. People can actually see the game, so that's also good.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
I should have shut up. I should have just said nothing.
No, that's all right. Smoke. Here we go.
Here we go. Mid lane smoke. They get the Ags. They want a party. Black in the back. They let Way2 move out from the front lines here all the way towards the top. KotLGuy is going to add pressure towards that tier 2 to see if anyone wants to move. And Relic and Derp are nearby.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Oh, they put a nice lane ward here. But wheels seem to be at the right place at the right time right now, away from any opportunity to get jumped. Oh, man. They wait patiently, but they are not going to get their opportunity to get a good fight.
Dire's top tower.
Yeah, Wheeler is sitting in a very, really good spot. Like, if they walk out, well, Mike is not in a good spot, but that's all right.
There it is. They get the jump. It's on Mike. He's silenced, but he's able to force away, and he's gone. And cogs are not happening. I guess
strange.
maybe just figured he would force himself out and it wouldn't matter, but mid lane they do go on to Goody instead, and this one will be a kill. Set up from, of course, Pink Panda with that stun. And, well, good work there as Black just kind of jumps in and cleans up the mess. And now we'll be able to secure a tier 1 tower in the mid lane. Big boost for him. Now 1,600 gold already after picking up the Agnum Scepter. We'll now take a smoke, and maybe they look to take a fight. Though Chrono is still going to be up and ready here for Team Tinker. It's not going to be an easy fight to take unless they do get a hold of someone on their own. They have plenty of lockdown if they want to lead in with Mike on his Bat Rider. He sets up the lasso. You now got your Blink Dagger on Relic. He can get a quick jump in a perfect position to set up a good shackle shot. It's just a matter of being able to break them down and bring enough damage that they can get the upper hand.
I'm surprised Wheel aren't being more aggressive, but at the same time, it looks like they are waiting for their BKBs. Liesel TP's home to get his. Windranger is building Ags next, so she's not going for the BKB, which she went for the last game. Mike has Ogre Club, but no Mithril Hammer, so he's still ways away from his own BKB. I think with Liesel's BKB, they could be a bit aggressive, but they are still pretty far behind now. I mean, we're talking about a 7,500 net worth lead that pretty much comes from towers first and foremost, and then just out-farming the enemy team with a Void, with a Midas and a Shadow Fiend who has raises. And we're talking about Fantasorion too, who is like a 4 position, and he's very farm, but he still isn't really helping out that much. I mean, he is up there. He's actually higher than the Clockwork, for God's sakes, but it's a very top-heavy team coming out from Team Tinker now. Clockwork going for Force next. He goes for the early Blade Mail, so he really wanted to be able to man fight that Troll Warlord in the cogs, but so far they're not really finding it. There's no big engagements. We haven't seen a big team fight yet, and I think Team Tinker have a team that could absolutely go in and fight, and I think they will now. The Flare's going to catch out a couple of heroes. They know exactly where they are. I don't know how far you continue to push in if you're Team Tinker. It looks like KotLGuy's not feeling comfortable enough to go for that tier 2 tower. The team will back together. Roche is an option at all points in time, but the wraparound smoke gank, this might be the first big engagement, and they will not have KotLGuy, who just TP'd away.
Oh, KotLGuy, yeah, you are in trouble. Quick lasso onto him. Meanwhile, dropping below, Derp using that time walk he'd stolen. They make the go onto Pink Panda thereafter. That's 2 supports down, and if Wheel want to, maybe they move back and go for the Roche right now, and it looks like that's going to be the case. And, oh, how convenient. The S4 rune. DD going to be up right next to the pit. Liesel's like, beautiful. Move in. Start going to work here. And for Team Tinker, they probably know this is happening. They accept that this is happening, and they look to apply pressure elsewhere.
There's no way you could contest that. Battle Trance, double damage rune. 2 heroes dead. An unfortunate set of circumstances. But they didn't lose any cores, so it's at least good enough for Tinker in that because they, you know, they back up smartly. They TP KotLGuy out. They TP Black out. They only lose supports. They lose Roche. However, Wheel do get a lot from that. That's an Aghanim now done for Relic. BKB's closed again for Mike, I believe. Maybe not. Still
they got Relic.
He's dead. At least he bought his Ags. So there's that.
There's a bright side. Yeah, spends his money, but still ultimately will be brought down. Just a classic 1-2 punch of your Chronosphere Mystic Flare set up there from Black. And after 40 seconds, he'll have another Chrono ready to go if he wants to even put that one to use. Way2 moving through the bottom here. Oh, is he Mike? Oh, not going to blink. Catch him with the Hex. But he will get Goody, though. Not going anywhere, buddy. Sorry. Earth Spike. Bulba jumps in. Drops the cogs, and your Alchemist goes down. And before KotLGuy can get there to KS it, it's going to be Way2 who finishes him off with the finger.
Nice kill. Stopping that Alchemist from farming. He's actually got a pretty long death timer for support.
Oh, yeah.
And Chrono's back up at 7. They could keep going. Honestly, as long as they just use that on cooldown and get kills, they could just accrue a lead. But Black seems content with just farming at this point. Quoifa the same. I mean, like, he's almost 6 slot. He's a butterfly, dude. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, Quakefa's a freak, man. As far as just the way he could play this game and build in all the farm. I mean, he's got almost a full arsenal behind him. 2K gold on top of that. Black, 3.7K. Where do you get now? I mean, now do you go into more of your damage buildup? Get something like a Maelstrom? Maybe just go straight Refresher? Just secure double bubble action?
MKB might be good against Troll and Wind Ranger.
Oh, yeah,
I
that's
think
a good
it's also
point.
a solid choice. Refresher later, probably. If you're feeling unsafe, you can go BKB, which I don't think is a bad choice. I think one of the King bars is fine. Maelstrom Mjolnir, if you're really thinking you're lacking in the damage, which there's a good chance he might be. One of those sets of items, I think. I would not be surprised. I think MKB or Maelstrom. I don't know if he really needs to go BKB yet. He could always get that later if the game becomes a bit closer, but that's up to Black. He gets 4.2. If he wanted BKB, he probably would have bought a component now. I think maybe MKB. He would have bought Maelstrom as well. So Mike's going to find a lasso. He's going to force him back. Shackle Shot doesn't connect. They try to bring him in the river. They have Chronosphere. He's going to get it off. Stunned for ages. Sleezel pops the BKB, but it's not going to be enough. Time walk to the low ground. They need to finish Sleezel off. Hell, all right, there's the Aegis now down. They get Derp as well. They're going to back away. Try to reset the fight. Sleezel backing up as well. Hookshot already... No, it's off cooldown. Bobo can jump in. It's level 2 hookshot as well. He's looking for a line. Will he find it? Maybe instead they back away. That's going to be the choice. They don't go for it.
So, ends up being a 2-man takedown if you count that Aegis. Pretty good fight there for Tinker. Not the full man takedown that we were expecting at the start of that one. It seems like they're playing very disciplined here. So, they'll take what they can get it by inch here. Now 13-6 Bulba faking out the hook. Will get it this time. And yeah, Mystic Flare thereafter. Alchemist really does not stand a chance, and he will be killed. So, another good grab for them. Pilot Eye gets that kill. Now at 2 and 4. Pilot Eye has an ultimate orb.
He is trying to go for the Hail Mary Scythe. No, he's going Lincoln Sphere. Just kidding. It's not the Scythe. The Lincoln Sphere is very, very solid. Unstable Concoction. Lasso, obviously. Telekinesis. Shackle Shot. This is a value Lincoln Sphere game, and as far as defensive item is concerned, it's really good this game. Black has purchased up two javelins, so yeah, he is going the MKB. That is not the biggest surprise to me. A very solid choice.
Actually, now complete that MKB. So ridiculous farm being flexed right there. Rocket onto Mike. He is able to blink away after being silenced. Hookshot not going to connect there from Bulba. Admirable effort, but not happening. Pilot Eye, he's going to continue to farm up. He's actually not far off from that Lincoln Sphere. He already has the Ultimate Orb and Perseverance, and he continues to work with these jungle camps. Trouble is near, though, as Mike gets a jump. Oh, quick reaction. As Bulba's going to be able to force away from it, but they do scout out Pilot Eye trying to farm, and they do take him down. So he will be put off a little bit further, but they'll take what they can.
Relic has the Blueberry Rune, and I mean, dude, even if he didn't, there's no way Pilot Eye survives there. He just gets caught in the wrong place at the wrong time. It tends to happen to supports in almost every game of Dota. It's the way it goes. I think, let's see, what did Quakefa buy anything? Demon Edge. So he'll do the same, I believe. He's also going to go for the MKB, and they want solid, consistent damage, and MKB will provide that for both Black as well as Quakefa on the Shadow Fiend. And I've seen this from before. I've seen this from Tinker before, is that they will choke out the enemy team, taking their jungle, taking the lanes, pushing them in, taking towers. They'll accrue a gold lead seemingly out of nowhere. It's a siege, and then all of a sudden the gold comes from them farming so effectively across the map that they have like a 20,000-30,000 gold lead, and it's very difficult for Wheel to kind of deal with that. They have one hero that's farming very well in Sleesel. They have another in the Wind Ranger who's kind of keeping pace, and then obviously the Alchemist with Greevil's Grid maxed up, his hand in Midas, and now going for a BKB. The problem with this build is that this BKB he's getting it early. I mean, early relative to in the game as a support, but I feel like it might lose its effectiveness later. However, it allows him to run in and out of fights, throw down the acid spray, get off a couple of stuns, and maybe even right-click a little bit, which doesn't have the highest right-click, but still.
Tinker.
Mike is...
Yeah, they are very close to trouble. Mike actually able to narrowly escape before they pounced. Black even committing up and above, but Wheeler already on the way out. And they did just purchase up a gem. Relic is here, scouting it out, but he doesn't see this very aggressive ward from Tinker up in the top lane. So that one's still there. Good for scouting out maybe smokes from just outside the base, and just in general giving you all sorts of sweet intel as far as who's committed to the top lane, who's waiting, you know, back behind a core who's trying to farm the lane. And they're going to continue to take advantage of that ward while it still stands. So they can't quite find anything there. Good, he goes back to farming up his Ancients. He has his BKB now in hand and complete. Derp derp, Arcane Boots, 600 gold. And for Relic, after getting that gem, still holding on to his, you know, Blink, Agnems, and Maelstrom. Pretty similar build to what we've seen him in his previous games. He'll try to push back this wave, but he's got to be careful, because here comes Black. Jumps in, nice chrono, going to connect, and pretty much just a one-man takedown from him, making strong use of that MKB. Way2 moves forward, gets lifted up, tossed back down. Could be right-clicked apart and will be, but there's going to be the Sky Wrath Mage bursting down and taking apart the Rubik. Now it's Team Tinker looking to get the best of it as Quakefoot shows up. The right click is there and they take out Goody. Now Sleesel shows up. He's getting bashed and locked from Black on the backhand side. He can't do anything. And he goes down. Mike jumps in to try to help him out, but he goes down in exchange, and it's going to be a quick 5-man drop. We waited a long time for that fight, but it finally happens, and Team Tinker profit the most, and now already move themselves inside the wheel base, and they're going to be taking what looks like a set of racks.
Team Tinker are one of the most consistent teams, and almost this looks like a Chinese strategy where you farm up as best as you possibly can with the heroes, and then you take a fight when you feel you have the biggest advantage, and they do just that, and then they wipe them, and that wipe proceeds to just win the game. And that's a very solid just Dota strategy. It's just really good farming technique from Quakefoot, from Black, from the rest of the squad. They realize they're like, okay, well, this is when we're probably the biggest in comparison to them. We can't give them any more. We take a team fight. 1 kill turns into 2, it turns into 3, and we'll make the classic mistake of jumping in one after the other instead of just saying, okay, Relic's dead, that's it. We don't need to fight any further. Instead, they lose a couple of heroes. Then Mike jumps in. They lose everybody. The only thing that Tinker don't get is Roshan, which respawns in a minute and a half, so still very far away from respawning at this point. But, I mean, with a fight like that, a racks down, that is 15,000 net worth, almost 20,000 for Tinker.
They're going to get Mike. They see him with the ward. Black jumps in, drops a chrono, but he is up and above. But the Skywrath Mage ultimate's there. Connects and... Oh! That finger was not necessary, but it was plenty violent and exciting. Mike gets dropped. He thinks that maybe they're doing Roche, but he gets a warm welcome from the Tinker squad. And condolences to him, but uh-oh, look who's nearby. It's a courier. They kill the courier after a smoke gank attempt. They make the jump on the Black. Can they take him down in time? He's going to get kind of assaulted here. Yep, telekinesis. He gets finished. Quakefoot in trouble with Sleesel. That's 2-man to go down. Black buys back. Bulba drops really nice cogs, keeps them away. It's a double buyback, as they know they do not want to lose this Roche, or at least they want to be there to contest it. Okay, Wheel. Showing that they're right back in this one. That was an awkward smoke movement. And it all started with Mike moving into the pit and getting caught.
Mike says baited. Got him. Easy turnaround. They even had a Radiant Ward. Way2's like, that's not going to happen again. Force into the blink onto Derp. Oh, no. As a frog, he jukes Way2. Now he's in trouble. Battery Assault was stolen. Goodbye. Now it's a 4 versus 5, and because of that, I don't know if you fight. Tinker do have the huge Chronosphere. You've got Quakefoot, who's now back up to 31 souls after the buyback. This is tough. This is a weird situation. There's this Radiant Observer Ward, which they're not countering. Do you go here? Top's pushing in, by the way. The Hut's now getting assaulted. They don't care. The tier 4's still alive. Whatever. We really want Roche. And they'll look at each other. The Mexican standoff begins.
Yeah, this is
across the Roche pit.
A lot of tension here between both sides. And they're waiting out for maybe Way2 to come back into this. Roche is there. Who is going to beat his ass, though? That's the question. Wheel do not want to let this go easy. Team Tinker maybe feel like, well, they got to maybe consider defending top at some point, but we will simply push back out this mid lane and stay in the neighborhood. Both sides, good initiators. You got Mike on one side, you got Black on the other to start things off. This is all about the execution at this point. See, things seem very easy breezy there for Tinker, but in a quick moment, in a flash, there's a big fight and 2 buybacks. Now here comes Goody. Instantly going to be hexed. Might stun himself here. Mike able to get away from the cogs. The stun will land. Do they commit onto Goody here? They ditched him. The rest of his team's gone. They're like, Goody, sorry, you're dead. And he will be. Koikfa gets the kill. 22-11. Is it enough to put Tinker inside the Roche pit, though? Yeah, it is. Black moves right in first. Actually drops down a Chrono on the mic up and above. They can't get a good shot onto him. Oh, yeah, they can. Oh, my God. That was, what, 3-4 auto attacks, and he's dead from Koikfa.
How does that happen twice, man? Same 2 times the same position. And they'll TP in. They don't have any initiation except for the Blink Wind Ranger. Derp can't blink in. He doesn't have Time Walk or anything like that. They'll jump over. SF gets the kill on Roche. Derp getting chased down. Will they Aegis or will they use Chrono Spirits on cooldown? Sleezel has to pop the BKB. Gonna turn towards Boba. He backs away. They get the bash from Black. What else can they get? Now the BKB is done. Time Walk up in 1. How far will Black go? He's going pretty damn far. The figure gonna connect. Blink away from Relic. Buyback from Sleezel. Relic now hexed up. MKB. Koikfa getting the kill. Sleezel back in it. If he dies here, it's a dieback. Getting low. Now the hook shot from Boba. Time Walk as well. Sleezel's gonna fall. Boba's dominating. Derp says, why me? Dear God, why me? I got 2 shot. 4 down all day. Mike as well as Goody respawn. The tier 3 tower getting assaulted. And I don't see any way that Will could do this now. Maybe a lasso on Koikfa will be enough. We'll see. The Chronosphere comes up, and yeah, Mike's about to fall again. And that's it. That's GG. That is your first game going to the side of Team Tinker.
It was an awkward game, number 1, all around. Server connections, player connections, overlay problems. I don't know who did that. It wasn't me, though. But anyways, there it is. Game number 1. It is Team Tinker. It was a little scary there for them, but they were ultimately able to withstand. And, well, they get their Roche and they get their win. So with that, game number 1 is done, but it is a best of 3, and we'll get to find out if Team Tinker will close out this series and go perfect 2-0 on their way to Bucharest, or if Wheel will have anything to say about it and try to contest 1-1 and go to a game number 3. That's going to be coming up in just a moment. If you want to show your support or continue to send your hate tweets at me, you can catch me at KotLGuy, but please send your blessings only to Maut at MautDota. We'll be back in just a moment with more Dota action, folks. Sit tight.
G2A.com, the best video game store ever! Fast as lightning, solid as a rock, cheap as duck! What's more, you can sell on it because it's also a marketplace. Remember G2A.com, the best video game store ever!